Bayern 3, Chelsea 1. Well, I'm not here to apportion blame to anybody, but at the same time, I'm still going to blame Enzo Maresca for that match. Now, first thing first, why I'm not going to blame Enzo Maresca is that I already predicted the lineup. I think I predicted it in my analysis yesterday about the match. Okay. Now, I already said there is the possibility of Reece James at the defensive midfield, all right, to complement the effort of Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez, okay? Now, and that was exactly what he did. And if you all remember, that was what he also set up against Flamengo. The only difference was the presence of João Pedro against PSG and against Bayern yesterday. And I think against Flamengo, it was Liam Delap. Yes, it was Liam Delap that he used as number nine. Right now, this was the same setup that worked perfectly well against PSG. Right, and we all were expecting that it was going to work against Bayern, but it didn't. So now, where I'm going to blame Enzo Maresca is the fact that after the first half, it was obvious that the lineup was not working. It was obvious that Reece James was lost at that midfield. What should you have done? It was just 2-1. At the second half, the best you could have done is to do what? Is to do a total reset. Now, one thing I noticed is the fact that he only came with that singular lineup in mind. Like he came in to just play that setup, that same lineup. He wasn't. He didn't have a backup plan of if this does not work, what is the next thing or what is he doesn't. He didn't have that flexibility, and I think that's where the major problem came in. I was literally screaming when we entered the second half that please remove Malo Gusto and bring in Reece James to that right back. Alright, so that we have Reece James taking the position of what? Of the right back. And you bring Cole Palmer to the team, whereby Esteban Williams can get to enter into the right wing. Things could have been different because he eventually did it, and at least we were able to come back into the game. Alright. Now that is basically where I'm going to blame Enzo Maresca. The fact that he's not flexible with his decisions. And that was the same thing that happened against Flamengo. We were leading that match at the end of the first half, but it was very clear that they were dominating. You don't have to wait till we concede, till Chelsea concede before you bring in substitute, before you eventually make changes. Okay, they don't have to concede before a change is made. Watch the game, read the game, and see if there is any adjustment that can be made. All right. But aside that, I feel like this is the first time the boys will be coming into the Champions League aside Reece James, and I think they are learning and they are definitely going to get better. I mean, Chelsea lost against Flamengo and they eventually won. So this is the first match. There are still about 7 matches left to go. Okay. Now, on a last note, I want to appraise Cole Palmer. See, Cole Palmer is who he says he is. Cole Palmer is the backbone, is the bedrock of that team, and he proved himself yesterday. Another person I'm going to celebrate in that yesterday's match, as far as Chelsea is concerned, is Robert Sanchez. Robert Sanchez saved the day yesterday, despite the fact that the match ended 3-1. Could have been worse. But Robert Sanchez came through as usual. Right? Now, if you've been this long with me, I really implore that you subscribe, you like, and comment. Thank you.